Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about the managerial finance course, just as a little bit of a welcome, give you some descriptive information about the process, etc. The second video that you'll watch, though, will be really a closer look at what's referred to as the Thomas More Learning Moodle system. That's our learning management system. So that'll be the second video. So let's just talk generally about the course first. We're going to look at some corporate financial decisions and strategies. Ultimately, the focus of decision making is on shareholder value. We're going to obviously talk about domestic, but we'll also introduce international topics where they present themselves as being necessary for different kinds of understanding. That is, for a lot of instances, international topics and domestic topics are only different because they have different currencies. So where there are differences that need to be addressed, we'll designate those. We're going to basically talk about a few things. We're going to talk about financial statement analysis. We're going to talk briefly about some financial planning tools. We will talk about the valuation of securities like stocks and bonds. We will look at the capital budgeting process. And we will also spend a little bit of time towards the end talking about long-term financial decision making. That is primarily the focus of this course for the next couple of weeks. You should be able to, when we're done here, we're going to develop a decision model for different types of financial applications. We should be able to analyze that information. We'll certainly be able to look at the understanding of gathering money for the company. So there are lots of things with respect to the funding of operations and growth that we'll discuss. We're also going to talk in some great detail about analyzing the financial statements of the corporation. This course, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is managed via the Thomas More Learning Moodle course system. We'll refer to that onward as the LMS, or the Learning Management System. You are already in that. That's where you found this video. In addition, you're going to access a software package. There is a video that talks about registering for the Pearson product. So when you watch that video, it will walk you through the Pearson My Finance Lab software. There is a card that comes with your text, and you'll use that card and the information that I provide you to set up your connection to that external software package. You're going to watch a variety of videos to prepare for coursework. In addition, I have prepared an Excel workbook that's going to assist us in doing most of the mathematical tasks within the finance construct here. So you will not have to, this is a quantitative course that you won't have to do much math in. The Excel workbook will provide that for you. As far as class activities, you should expect to spend 16 to 20 hours completing the assignments of this course. The Moodle system will guide you through those materials. The activities are going to include quizzes, some homework assignments. Some of those will be done via the Pearson site through the Moodle system, and others will be done via Word documents that are provided by the learning management system itself. There will be some research assignments that are obviously identified in the learning management system, and there will be some discussion forums. And this really isn't truly a discussion forum in as much as it is, we'll talk about that here in a second, but it's not a discussion forum in the context that you may be familiar with, bulletin boards and that type of assignment. The quizzes are typically multiple choice. The quizzes are timed. You can take each quiz twice. The best score counts. At the completion of the quiz, you're going to be apprised of your grade and also be able to review the quiz. So if you desire, you can take the quiz again. On the homework side, most chapters have some form of homework. You can take the Pearson assignments twice. The learning management system asks you as well, if you're having issues with the questions, for instance, if you're inside that Pearson site, there are some helpful little hints on the left-hand side that they can help you understand how to solve the problems. And again, when you're completed with those Pearson assignments, the grades are provided when you complete the assignment. The Word documents that you're provided are really just there to get you to further express your understanding of the materials. You're going to the documents are going to be completed and then uploaded to the instructor. The instructor grades them, and then they're returned to the student with the grades assessed to it. On the research side, there is an assignment that involves a real company. So there's Word documents that are going to walk us through the assignments. And again, when they are completed, they are uploaded to the instructor, who again grades and returns them to the students. Discussion forums, again I mentioned these are really just short papers. You're going to answer some questions that are posed by the instructor from either an outside article that you'll read or a video that you'll watch. Grammar and spelling counts, citations are required. You'll upload a Word document with the task completed, and then obviously grades are provided and then returned to the student via the Thomas More Learning System. One of the things that I don't have incorporated into this course is the concept of group work. I'm currently working on that concept. I want to make sure that when I offer that type of an assignment, that it is truly reflective of group work. So in the meantime, we are actually doing all the work individually that a group used to do together. So have no fear, you are still getting the entire course that's been offered since I've been here for the last 19 years. The grading schedule, quizzes are worth 30%. The homework is 25%. The research, 25% itself. The discussion forums are 15%, and attendance and participation are 5%. Again, these weights, really, I don't really need this here. They actually are, approximate in the sense that if we decide we want to drop an assignment, those weights ultimately change a little bit. There's several ways you can contact the instructor. The best way is to go through the business department's administrative assistant. That's Beth Kester, and that is her phone number at the top. Of course, you can always get the instructor via the Thomas More email system. If you are in the Pearson system, you can use the Ask the Instructor link if you're having a question or a problem with a quiz or some homework problem. You can also send messages via the Thomas More Learning System. In addition, there are some, we have the opportunity and the tools to have virtual meetings or chats. So we will discuss this the very first night of class, because I want to make sure that you understand what that tool is and maybe how you could use it with your the people that you work with in the classroom. Again, as I mentioned, there is no real quiz group work. However, working in study groups is very beneficial. There will be topics that Some people understand very well and they can help you. There are some other tasks that sometimes you just need another set of eyes to help you look and view at a particular problem or question. So I would suggest that you continue meeting with whatever your group is. However, I am not requiring at this time any physical presence. A virtual meeting might work. So that is it for the course. The next video will explore more of the Thomas More learning system.